It is absolutely pissing with rain, but because we're brave, we soldier on. But we're making extremely good progress here. So I am just building the last little bits of this and then wind papering it. Isaac has put all of the battens on up there for the wall cladding, and he is, holy shit, he's nearly cut all of the cladding pieces, and I guess he's just going to zoom along and put them on. This is going to happen fast. Go! Nice. Okay, that's the wall gone. Okay, we're putting the second layer of roofing felt on. We've read the instructions. Tommy's not here anymore. He's in England. So we're doing this on our own. Yeah, it'll be fine. Please subscribe. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was a tough day, but we got it all done. Everything's properly sealed up. So now I'm going to do the bottom row of cladding along here and on this wall. And then I'm going to go and get some amazing larch decking from the sawmill and build the deck on here. So then we can set the scaffolding up again and clad the rest of this. Hopefully it doesn't rain today. It's just a nice bracing autumn day. Just got a whole load of really nice larch decking from the sawmill. Still trying to figure out how to do the creepers up there, the tapered bits, but we have a plan. I will explain more in just 1 second. All right, we've got a load of beautiful larch slabs here from the sawmill. And I have calculated that if we start at 27 mil at one end and go diagonally to 27 mil at the other end, then we should end up with the correct piece of wood, which will result in a flat deck base up on the top. And seeing as it's larch, which doesn't really rot very easily, I don't think we need to treat it, which is great. Everything should be made out of larch, basically. There's a whole industry built upon quick growing pine and wood preserver and all that shit, when larch is just ready to go. All right, let's see how we do. Alright, so I'm now going along I'm just nudging these in and out a tiny bit to try and get it all level. It seems to kind of slope off a little bit at this end, but I think that's all right. That's probably kind of good that it does. And I'm also trying to keep most of these, because we lined these ends up really nicely yesterday with a string. A couple of them I've had to nudge in just to build them up a bit so that it's all level, because what I don't really want is to screw all the boards down onto these and then some of them being too short so that they get lifted up in the air, so that when someone walks on them they're kind of bouncing up and down onto the roofing felt. I think that might end up damaging the roof. So I've tried to get them, most of them are all in a nice line because we're going to have a board on the front here, but I just won't screw into these ones that are a bit further back, like this one here is a bit tucked back. We can just ignore those with the board. Yeah, so it's feeling pretty level now. I think it will all kind of settle down. Just this end one, we're going to leave a little ledge here at the end for some plants and stuff to sit dangling over the edge, which would be nice. So I'll cut this one here somehow, and then I'll get on with putting the boards on. So I've put this front piece on, which has kind of tied everything together, and then I measured the gaps here and compared them with the gaps here to try and get them all as parallel as possible, so hopefully they're sitting directly above the rafters underneath. And now I will put in a board along this side all the way across, which will completely tie it in, checking that it's parallel with that board, and then I will calculate what's going to be a nice gap to have between each board so that we get a kind of even spacing, because we need to leave a little gap between the boards to let the rain go through. So that's where I'm at now. Getting there. Kind of tricky to keep it all parallel. A little gap. Hey Vincent, doing a great job. You're doing a great job. This is taking shape. I'm filming you because you're going to be in the video. Huh? YouTube?
What?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Can you give us a wave? All right. Well, that is the deck trimmed off. Vincent still needs to go and put all the rest of the screws in, but it is screwed in. Just not all of the screws. It is so cool. Big enough to have people sitting out here eating. Maybe this is an extra dining area for the cafe. Yeah, man. All right, so next thing is to put the scaffolding back up and then clad this wall. All right, well, racing through the day. The deck is done. We put up the scaffolding again, and then we clad this wall. Sorry about all the noise. Yeah, obviously we need to cut off around the window and stuff and the top of the door, and along the overlap. Super rustic at the moment, but downstairs we have the man with the crazy wild saw. He is sawing up the kitchen floor. So dusty. another day, another pile of rubble. So we've decided we're gonna take out the side bits here in the kitchen just to get a better job on the finish of the floor, because and the insulation, like insulate more of the room. Yeah, but it means carting out tons more rubble and stones out here into the skip. Yeah. Well, wish us luck. Okay, sorry I haven't really filmed so much of this, but we've been digging out the water room and we've exposed all the pipes, which basically one of these comes from the well, which is outside over there somewhere, comes in, goes through the filter system and then goes back out to the house out there, and then another one goes out here to the garden. But what we're going to do tomorrow or the next day is we're going to move all these pipes to be here on this bit of wall here, and then we're going to move the water filter and everything temporarily into that room, into that workshop room, and then we can insulate this. We can dig out that last little bit of concrete there at the end, and we can insulate this all with perlite and do the underfloor heating and all that stuff. And yeah, we've got to put in some new drains and stuff. This is the old drain, which is just for the filter system and for the heat pump, which will be there. So we need to do a separate drain for that, which just goes into the ground. And then we'll do another drain for a toilet here, and for the sink and everything, the washing machines. This is going to be like a kind of utility room, like washroom kind of thing. And that drain will go all the way down to the willow bed at the bottom of the garden down there. So, yeah. What a mess. We've just finished digging this trench. There's the septic tank. There, in the ground at the end, which the house is connected to for now. In the end, we won't use that septic tank. We'll continue down all the way to the bottom there to the willow bed. But for now, just so we can get the gatehouse signed off and start sleeping in there, we've connected the gatehouse to the septic tank of the house. Well, we haven't connected it yet, but we've dug the trench to put the drain in. So yeah, that was a mission. We did it with a digger and then it all caved in, so we had to do it by hand, or half of it by hand. It's not the straightest ever, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, cool. You see all the leaves falling off of that tree and the national park in the background. The ridge. What a beautiful day. It's -3 though, and I'm in a trench. But everything's frozen, which means it's not collapsing anymore, which is cool. Yeah. And that is a magical view. Okay, we're filling it in, but not filling in the broken fibre cable. Whoops, there you go.
Yeah.